Who is Judge Judy's husband, Jerry Sheindlin? Everyone loves Judge Judy for her no-nonsense attitude and witty logic, often used against people who should probably go back to school before appearing in front of a judge such as she. Her television show, Judge Judy, has been on the air for over 20 years and has produced just over 6,000 episodes. How's that for justice? But behind the woman who has been dubbed one of the harshest judges, her life is pretty normal, and the people who love her can attest that she's not the same person she is on television. Such is the case for her husband, Jerry Sheindlin, who is no stranger to life on and off television as a judge. But just who is Judge Judy's husband? Here are 10 things to know about him, as well as their life together. Who is Judge Judy's husband, Jerry Sheindlin? He served in the Navy. Sheindlin grew up as a street kid from the Bronx and joined the Navy in 1951 during the Korean War. While serving in the Navy, he turned his life around and eventually attended Long Island University, completing his studies in only 2.5 years. He's a judge, too. Sheindlin went to Brooklyn Law School and received his JD in 1959. After school, he became a partner in Adlerberg and Sheindlin for 22 years, serving as a defense attorney. In 1980, he was a United States Administrative Law Judge for 2 years and was then appointed as a New York City Criminal Court judge by then-Mayor Ed Koch. Sheindlin also served on the New York State Supreme Court 3. He had his own television show. Though he was a judge on the television show The People's Court for just 2 years, his attitude on screen differed greatly from that of his wife, leading people to refer to him as Judge Judy's husband. His demeanor was more straightforward, and he displayed some humor. He was on the show from 1999 to 2001. 4. He's an author. He's the author of 2 books, Genetic Fingerprinting, The Law and Science of DNA Evidence, and Blood Trail. But during his time serving on the bench, he was the author of 64 published opinions, including a 46-page opinion on the admission of DNA forensic evidence in a murder case 5. He's been a judge for high-profile cases. His most notable case was the 1996 hearing and acquittal of Officer Francis Livodi, who was on trial for the death of Anthony Bays after Bays was subdued, lost consciousness, and was taken to a hospital, where he died of asphyxiation. 6. They met in a bar. According to Sheindlin, I just finished trying a murder case as a defense lawyer. She was a prosecutor. There was a reporter from the New York Post there at the bar, and I was speaking to him about the case. Judy came walking in and pointed her finger in my face and said, "And who is this?" I said, "Lady, get your finger out of my face." We've been together ever since. 7. They divorced and got back together. The couple married in 1977 and briefly divorced for a year in 1990. The divorce came shortly after Judy lost her father, but they eventually reconciled. I missed him, and I really found out this is not to denigrate your species. Actually, most men are alike. I just had to come to terms with the fact that men of that generation are different. They expect, even if they have no right, they expect to be taken care of or catered to, she said.